On that board, Blake Heisel of Minnesota and Waylon Rogers of BMI. And on that 5, Carson DePill, South Dakota State, and Cody Tannehill, North Dakota State.
And a big thank you to all our table members that volunteered their time today. The Soldier Salute staff greatly appreciates your time and efforts to make this tournament a success. business. Ballots number 1146 and 1147. You will be on mat 6 and make your way there now. Up on mat number 6. David Simmons of Wyoming. Mat 6 is on the run. And that is Chateau of Minnesota. Red King of Minnesota.
Officials, we are opening mat 6. I see Jay House on his way down there. We are opening mat 6, so we need some officials to mat 6 as well as to workers. Yes.
Wrestling on mat number 2, 133 pounds, Shane Corhorn of Bellarmine, Garrett Rinkin, University of Northern Iowa. On mat number 3, 133 pounds, Kyle Gibson of BMI, Aiden Medina, Tarleton State. On mat number 4, 141 pounds, of Missouri, Easton Hilton of Missouri. On mat number 5, Joshua Medina, Bellarmine, Liam Neitzel, South Dakota State. Iowa, David Simmons of Wyoming. Johnson of Minnesota. And on mat number 5 at 141 pounds, Sam Sutton, Tarleton State. Peyton Moore, North Dakota State. Wrestling at mat number 5, 149 pounds, Jagger Eich of Minnesota. Antonio Avila of Wyoming, 149 pounds on mat number 5.
Don't worry about the clock. We're neutral. We're neutral. We're neutral. Danger red. Danger on. We're out. Nothing. We're neutral. We're neutral. 3 green. Takedown. 3 green. Green 1. Green 2. Green 3. Green 4. Yes. Come up with it.
Wrestling at mat number 1, 141 pounds, John Alden of Wyoming. Logan Swenson, South Dakota State. And on mat number 6 at 149 pounds, Wyatt DuChateau of Minnesota, Red Cloak of Minnesota. Wrestling on mat number 6.
Hey, maybe what happened?
Now up on mat number 2, 141 pounds, Dyson Dunham of BMI. Travis Long Bellerman, mat number 2 at 141 pounds. And on mat number 3, up on mat number 3, 157 pounds, Charlie Evans of Navy is among Jared Hill of Wyoming. Now wrestling on mat number 4, 141 pounds, Tyson Peach, South Dakota State. His opponent, Connor Thorpe of Northern Iowa. That is 141 pounds, and it's on mat number 4. shirts, quarters, ball caps, and stocking caps. Wrestling on mat number 5, 157 pounds, Ray Seal, BMI, Lane Snyder, Tarleton State. Wrestling on mat number 2, 157 pounds, Charlie Gesford of Bellarmine, Stephen Villalobos Bellarmine. They are wrestling on mat number 2, 157 pounds. Now up on mat number 1 at 157 pounds, Christian Motor of Bellarmine, Nate Higley of Bellarmine. Mat number 1. Wrestling on mat number 6, 149 pounds, Itavius Williams, North Dakota State. His opponent, Caleb Voinovich of Iowa. Now wrestling at mat number 3, 157 pounds, Connor Doherty, Army Prep, Jonathan Malovich, Bull Train Wrestling. That is your match on mat number 3, and it's 157 pounds. Wrestling at mat number 4, 149 pounds, Evan Botlitz of Navy Wrestling Club, Charles Banger, unattached. That is your match on mat number 4. And on mat number 2, 165 pounds, Bryce Burkett, Oklahoma, Austin Paradise, Northern Iowa. pounds, Evan Rodabush of Army Prep, Dominic Bambanelli of Missouri. You're up on mat number 5. On mat number 3, 165 pounds, Sebastian Rose of Iowa, Joey Kennedy of Iowa. You are on mat number 3, and that is 165 pounds.
Okay, so is the 2 near fall over there? Okay. Man, I'm
Wrestling on that one, Charlie Darricott of North Carolina and Clay Davies of Oklahoma.
going back to the match before, like I was like, I was for sure like, and I know you're right.
number 6, 165 pounds, C.J. Torres. Unattached is opponent Davis Park of Navy. University of Iowa sports and medicine athletic trainers who are here today taking care of our athletes and keeping them safe. Check out our locations in Iowa City and Cedar Rapids. Choose the team Iowa Hawkeyes. Choose for sports injury prevention and care. University of Iowa Sports Medicine. Wrestling event number 2, 174 pounds, Peyton Westfall, Missouri. Paul Giotto, wrestling unattached, 174 pounds, match number 2. Wrestling event number 4, 165 pounds, Dante Hutchings, North Dakota State. Tyler Pinnock, Northern Iowa, 165 pounds, match number 4. Wrestling on mat number 3, 174 pounds, Vidal Nashi. Wrestling unattached is opponent Cole Walton of Bellarmine. And on mat number 5, 165 pounds, Nick Piankowski of Bellarmine, Luke Leclerc of Bellarmine. better yourself, serve the great state of Iowa and our nation, please see the recruiters located in the booth behind sections 108 and 109 for more information. Wrestling on mat number 1, 174 pounds, Melton Cole, Iowa State, Luke Hogue, North Dakota State. And on mat number 6, 174 pounds, Cole Lewis of BLI, Ethan DeLeon of Nebraska. Primo Catalona, Army Craft, Tyrell Miller of Iowa. That is on mat number 2 at 184 pounds. We're moving right into our quarterfinal round. On mat number 2, 125-pound quarterfinal from Missouri, Matt Fogger. And his opponent from Northern Iowa, Bowen Downey.
On mat 3, Cameron Duggan of Northern Iowa and Grant Stromberg of Northern Iowa on mat 3. On mat 4, Tyler Martinez of Bellarmine and Jacob Wilkeson of Iowa State. On mat 5, in a consolation bout, Bert Glacius, South Dakota State, and Jared Thierry, South Dakota State.
2026 Soldiers salutes. Here inside Extreme Arena, Coralville, Iowa, Shane Sparks alongside national champion, wrestler and coach Jim Gibbons as we kick off the quarterfinals. 125-pound quarterfinal, Mac Mauger of Missouri, Bowen Downey of Northern Iowa. Of course, you're able to watch individual mat streams. Downey on a single leg, 60 seconds into this first period.
Kind of in a tough area right there to go ahead and finish it. You're gonna pull your opponent back on, and it's tough not to get your wrist tied up right there, but not a lot of room to work here for Downey from Northern Iowa. Look at Jason Wedgbury. UNI grab up the lead here. Long-time official, Big Ten official.
In the corner for Bowen Downey, you get a look on your left there. That was Drew Foster, national champion for the Panthers. A 6 seed. No score, back to the center, 1:22 remaining. Semifinals tomorrow in that 11 o'clock session. Championship and placement matches tomorrow afternoon, 5 Central, right here on Big Ten Plus. Mauger and Downey, no score.
Nice little arm drag attempt there. That looks a lot like something that Aiden Sinclair would be doing there at the 84-pounder, the freshman standout phenom there that Missouri has. It's a lot of nice little arm drags off of that standing position.
Sinclair, the #1 seed at 184, had a fall in his first match earlier today in 61 seconds. Missouri brought their team, North Carolina, Wyoming. A lot of starters from those programs participating this weekend here in Wrestletown, USA. 40 seconds first period.
You mentioned, Shane, off air that UNI and Nebraska have a dual meet in Lincoln here tonight.
I believe I saw that. It's going to double check that. I remember last season, UNI, it was up in Cedar Falls, they beat Nebraska.
Yeah, they had an excellent dual meet team. With Iowa State, great match with Oklahoma State at that time. So
Nebraska 6-3 overall, and yeah, that starts in about an hour and a half, and that is on Big Ten Plus as well.
So you're watching this, you paid your $6 this month.
Absolutely.
You know, you get 2 for 1 right now to watch that on a replay.
Northern Iowa and Nebraska. Cornhuskers coming off that loss on December 21st to Oklahoma State 22-12. Once again, the Big Ten, the nation's premier wrestling conference. 4 of the top 6, 5 of the top 7. We'll see Penn State next Saturday on Big Ten Network against Rutgers, the 14th ranked team in the country. No easy days, Jim, in the Big Ten.
No, there's no easy days, and it's like, you look at the level of competition and look at these young studs that they brought in, and a lot of these schools continue to have great recruiting classes here going forward here. So it's really interesting to me is that Iowa has looks like the #1 recruiting class for 2027 and 26, but Penn State seems to get just the right guys, amount of guys that they need at that point in time. And transferring into the program as well, they really got to go.
Slick work with the dump on the edge from Marger. And the Tiger now up 4-0. Just over 60 seconds in the second period. Maybe the best name at this tournament, Jim.
Yeah.
Mac Mauger.
Well, we talked about in the other session there, they had Mahler.
Brock Mahler.
Brock Mahler, now Mauger.
Brock Mahler, if I remember right, he had the neck brace, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But as we said earlier, best name for me ever is still Mark Ironside.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
That's a great name. You have a name like that, Jim, you better be good.
And he was good.
And he was good. He was great. Good return there from Mauger. Switch position for Downey.
Rolls right out of it. Nice job of Mauger just to limp out of that, not go with the motion there. It stays in the top position.
On mat number 1, 125-pound quarterfinal from North Carolina, Tyson Terrakina. And his opponent from Missouri, Hank Benter.
#1 seed here at the Soldiers Salute at 125. Tyson Terrakina, the former Iowa State Cyclone, now Tar here at North Carolina. Won this tournament last year at 125. Another Missouri Tiger and Hank Benter. Pair of Missouri Tigers in these 125-pound quarterfinals.
And you never know, Shane. I mean, sometimes these guys are competing for a spot in the lineup here. One guy does better than the other. That's certainly a feather in their cap. And going forward here, sometimes it's not always wrestle-offs to decide the outcomes of who gets to wrestle and who doesn't. Now Benter is in a good position here to be able to go ahead and scramble and get another takedown here. But Terrakina doing a nice job of crossing his ankles over there, almost in an ankle lace position right there to freeze him up.
Bottom right, Daniel Guanajuato from South Dakota State. Jack Rabbit with the takedown in the first period, leading Joe Calvin of Bellarmine.
And Terrakina up top did the better job of scrambling there after he got the ankles tied up, got his head up in good position, back in on the leg.
Downey goes on bottom here to begin this third period.
We talked about this before, Shane, but it bears worth mentioning again. Big thank you to Josh Schomburger for just opening up his facility for an event like this, and purchase of the new mats and all that. That's a commitment to the sport that not everybody appreciates and all that stuff. But this Extreme Arena is real, and it's a great place to watch an event. A lot of high school events here. They have the girls' state tournament here now, and you know, was it the Pan Am?
They have some events coming up this spring. I mean, when you look at wrestling in this country, I mean, he is a mover and a shaker. Josh Schomburger, he does a ton for wrestling. A ton. Brings so many great events here to Coralville.
This would be a great event for RAF. The Real American Freestyle events that you see out there. They could pack this pretty well.
It's a good venue.
Yeah. And didn't you say he was also part of the promotion for the baseball team?
He's going to get, yeah, he wants to do some stuff with baseball.
Yeah, promoter, good promoter.
Yeah, he does a great job. Really involved with the women's as well. Women's wrestling here at Iowa. And Juana with his second takedown, 6-1.
After review, the call on the mat is upheld. There was no loss.
Wrestling on mat number 4, 125-pound quarterfinal. From Iowa, Ian Hernandez. His
Hot guy coming up on mat number 4.
And on mat number 5,
125-pound quarterfinal. Ian Hernandez and Sebastian DeGennaro from Oklahoma.
3 matches on mat number 5. Off the only of Nebraska.
Quick escape there by Downey. Giving up a little bit of riding time in this match, and Marver's backing on a single leg right
Drops
now.
right back in a single leg, immediately following that escape as a nice single leg shelved. 60 seconds to go in the third period, looking for another takedown.
Logan Kraft, South Dakota State. Joey Hughes of Iowa.
Roll there from Downey, dives for the ankles.
Trying to split the legs, coming up, and then the referee's going to call potentially dangerous there. They're both up on their feet. That's a break for Downey.
In those positions, Jim, what do you got to be aware of? Because we see it a lot. Guys diving for the ankles. You're in really good. I mean, he was in great position there. Single leg shelf, couldn't finish it. How do you wrestle against guys diving for the ankles and then trying to leg pass and all that?
Well, the guys that are really good at setting up those roll throughs will get you stepping in. They'll pull on you, all right? So you make that step, all right? And it's kind of a false step that you wish you hadn't have made, all right? And then they'll time the roll through. So when they feel like you're making that step towards them, they'll already be a quarter of the way through their roll through. And in that instance right there, I think it's just an awareness thing with Malger that he just didn't really feel it. But when you get something like that happen to you, it's leg up in the air. You just got to worry about being in a good athletic stance so that you can move your feet. If you bend over too much at the waist, your feet don't move as well, all right? So if you can stay in a good position like you're a shortstop or a second baseman and got a good stance right there, or you're a linebacker, you can go ahead and keep your balance. So if you let go of the leg, you would still be in a good position to be able to do a go-behind.
Who is your favorite linebacker of all time?
Oh, man.
Putting you on the spot here with, I just don't for your ankles quickly, Jim.
You got it. Ted Hendricks is up there.
Okay.
All right, outside linebacker. I just liked his length, and he was a Raider back in the day. Of course, the greats. I mean, I got my first game I ever watched was that Dick Butkus and Gale Sayers, for the Bears. Ray Nitschke would be up there.
Absolutely, 66. My mind immediately went to Mike Singletary and those eyes, part of that 85 Bears team. DeGennaro leading Hernandez 6-0. Terrakina in control, upper left. Riding time nearing 2 minutes. He's leading it 9-3. We have a 133-pound match on mat number 2, upper right, Garrison and Oakley.
But you know who I'm going to give you as my favorite linebacker, right? Because he's such a huge wrestling fan.
Ray Lewis.
Matt Millen.
There you go.
Yeah. Loves wrestling. You see him at all the, saw him at national tournaments several times.
Yeah, we've met
good
him before.
Good dude. His sons wrestled at Brown. One of his sons did, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Anytime Matt Millen's on the broadcast, I think every single time he makes a wrestling comment or two. He's great. Yeah, Ray Lewis. Yeah. Ray Lewis to me was.
Oh, he was unbelievable.
He was incredible.
Talk about a guy who could move his feet. To watch him move his feet laterally, right? The speed. He looking pretty good on that sideline in Miami too with that playmaker, Michael Irvin.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Ray Lewis was a state champ in high school. Terrakina, 15 points on the board.
Well, we're seeing some nice scores here at 125. You know, normally don't get to see that much scoring in this weight class at the
you and I were thinking about imposing a rule, and we'd have to run it by up the ladder. But if you are in a 1-1 match, we're not putting you on.
Go to a commercial or something. Yeah.
I remember being a young kid. My brother and I'd be, fighting, and my dad would say, "You know what? You guys go to your room. When you're ready to act normal, you guys can come back out." Yeah. In a 1-1 match, and I'm being a little facetious here, trying to have a little bit of fun, but 1-1 match in the third, send it back to the locker room. And when you guys want to come out and fight and put on a show, then you can wrestle again. Okay? Come on.
It is, but it'll
look at that, 21-5 for Terrakina football score.
Yeah, like that. What do you say? Exhaust the scoreboard.
Exhaust the scoreboard. When you wrestled, Jim, what were some of those things you would say to yourself before you wrestled to get yourself in the mindset and get going, to get to your offense and get your foot on the gas?
Sometimes it was real difficult, particularly if a guy scouted you or he wasn't. I used to like to get on a guy's right leg, and if he had that leg back and it was a million miles away, I just knew I was going to have a tough, gritty match, and you just have to keep the hope alive. And I know it be boring sometimes, but sometimes you just don't walk in there with the skill set to be able to take advantage of every position yet. And that's where a lot of these guys are in their wrestling. They don't really have the skill set yet to take advantage of every situation. So they may shoot to that back leg, or they don't know how to bring it up, they don't know how to misdirect or whatever, but they're in the process of learning that at this level with guys that are elite athletically and can move. So, but when a guy was leading the leg that you wanted, it was like, and you could set up and get to it, it's like, I'm going to basically put this guy in his head as many times as I can. You just had that thought process.
Sebastian DeGennaro, 14-0. That match is still in the first period.
One more time.
And this is going to be a tech fall.
Yep. Score the points first. And
16-0 tech fall for Oklahoma Sooners Sebastian DeGennaro.
Some more talent we're seeing in the Sooner uniform there. Good
Mark
Hall, yeah.
National champion at Penn State.
He looks like he's enjoying coaching, That's a guy that had a tremendous amount of success.
He was at Penn, now in Norman. Ethan Oakley looking for some more back points. He's got a 7-0 lead as a half Nelson, high half. 52nd second period, riding time at 2.5 minutes for the Tar Heel Oakley.
Gerritsen trying to stay up on his hands right there. He breaks his elbows and rolls back through. But good job by Oakley in this top position.
Gerritsen pops to his feet. Forward pressure there from Oakley, keeping the weight on Gerritsen's hands. There's a roll.
And a roll through now, trying to drop his shoulder up underneath. In the process of grabbing those legs like that, you can lock up a man's wrist. I was always a bigger fan of pushing the leg away. He's trying to do that right now, but by this time the leg's already in. So you sit there and go, what do you do next? Okay, so we got to hip down on that left side right there, get him moving a little bit, see if you can take him all the way over to your right hip, and roll back over your right hip. He's going to run out of time.
Neutral here in this third period. Talking earlier with North Carolina assistant coach Tony Ramos, national champ for the Hawkeyes in 2014. Thomas Gilman is here, him and his wife Melissa. Carter Pearson and Matthew Botello. Iowa State and North Carolina collision there on your right. Again, if you want to watch individual mat feeds, those are available as well. Glad to have you here on Big Ten Plus.
Wrestling on that 133-pound quarterfinal.
Remember Thomas Gilman, Jimmy, wear that t-shirt that would say, "Stay clear, machine in use," I believe is what that said.
That's what that was the theme, all right?
Something like that. I might not be.
It was really funny because, like, you know, then you're fighting off of your back, so to speak, there in the game. Well, people think we're just a bunch of machines, you know. Yeah, you started it. You started the theme. Stay clear, machine, and it all started with Gilman.
Oakley convincing performance in this quarterfinal. Has a chance to take the riding time there, 4 minutes.
Yeah, we're not a bunch of robots, right?
Stay clear. I believe that's what that said. It's been a while.
Stay clear, machine in use. It was something that you'd see on a piece of industrial, you know, like a sticker, warning sticker. Yeah.
11-0 major decision for Ethan Oakley. And he is into the semifinals. At 133 pounds, he'll wrestle tomorrow.
Looks tough.
I like that Tar Heel logo on the back of the singlet. Rob Cole. He's doing a great job at Cornell before coming to Chapel Hill.
Okay, so what's the history of the Tar Heel?
You're going to tell us.
I think it goes all the way back to the Civil War, where General Lee was talking about North Carolinians, right? That they stayed in, you know, stayed in the battle and fought like they had tar on their heels. They stayed in formation and all that stuff and fought, or didn't run. You know what I mean? They didn't back up. I think it was the Battle of Bull Run that made them famous for that. I'm guessing. That's what I'm thinking. Tar heel.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Maybe.
Wrestling on mat number 2.
It's a great. That's the case. It's a great. Great deal.
Cale Peterson, Iowa Hawkeye there on your left. Cale Riccardi of Navy. Pearson and Botello still no score. Final seconds, first period. Cale Peterson. This is 141 pounds.
That'll be a good match with Peterson and Bacardi.
Luke Willishell and Gage Walker up on top. 133-pound quarterfinal, and Gage Walker up by 5, 60 seconds in. Looking for another tilt.
Carter Pearson gets an escape there. He's one of the top recruits in this class coming in at Iowa State. activity there by Peterson on that little post and get to the ankle, and his job is stepping out of it by McCarty.
Another tilt up top.
And this is great, Shane, that you got the Naval Academy here. These young men will go on to be officers here within the next 3-4 years, and go on to do great things for our country. And we have members from the Army. We have the prep team from Army here. They're aspiring to get into the academy.
VMI.
Yep, VMI. A lot of those young athletes will either stay in there and enlist, be part of the, end up joining with their service afterwards, after they graduate.
Gage Walker been tough in the top position, riding time at 2 minutes. Pearson with that escape. Late second period, he's up 1-0. McCarty and Peterson, no score inside of a half a minute. That's bottom left as Peterson looking for the go behind. There's a roll from McCarty. The scramble continues.
How's he getting out of that? Is he getting out of that?
Look at that.
He did.
And right back in with another attack. Peterson now head to the outside. Gets that double leg.
Peterson basically showing no fear, jumps in it, but I just don't know how McCarty got to that. Now he just ends up in a single leg himself at the edge of the mat.
That was a fun 20 seconds.
Yeah, great wrestling.
That was great 20 seconds of action. Walker with another tilt.
Wow.
That was fun. Walker 5, Willishell nothing to the third.
It looked like Peterson had him 90% on the first one, and then he jumps right back on a shot after McCarty had cleared him off, and then McCarty gets in a shot in the third leg of the action there.
Good stuff. Midshipman goes underneath. Second period. Patella with an escape. A 1-1 early third. That is bottom right. Great action right here.
Oh, wow, we're going to get a replay here. Look at the roll through. Right here, he looks like he's all the way done. He rolls him. Most guys get beat right there in that position. But how did he get back up to his feet?
Great replay.
Thanks, guys.
Good stuff.
That's fun to watch again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Peterson's been able to ride for the first 35 seconds. 60 to go in regulation with Pearson and Patella. 1-1, each guy with an escape. That's bottom right.
Already blocking off that ankle now, reaching back, hand fighting. Peterson pushing him to the edge there. Mat return. Look at that roll through. Wow.
But Peterson stays right with him.
Boy, everything's below the hips right
Yes.
there. Good job of Peterson staying with him there. And you've got almost 50 seconds. Was it 57 seconds of riding time?
Isaiah Poe wrestling unattached. His opponent, Zeke Seltzer of Missouri.
Pearson and Patella 1-1. Final seconds in this third period. And they will go to sudden victory. Riccardi does escape, but Peterson builds up over a minute of riding time. Again, bottom right, keep an eye on that one. 1-1, sudden victory. Gage Walker still up by 5, short time, second period. Again, you're able to watch individual mat feeds as well here on Big Ten Plus. Soldier salute.
Yeah, 112 of riding time there for Peterson. Actually, yeah, he's got 112 of riding time. And just goes to show you, there was so much action in that end of that first period. Now a go behind effort, and then Peterson ends up, nobody's giving up any points here. Man, this is tough wrestling.
And it ends the period, and they award Riccardi the takedown. So it's 4-0. I think they're going to take a look at this one. It was really close. They'll send the wrestlers back to their respective corners. They will check out the video.
Go behind right here, hooks the leg, A nice job by Peterson getting back into it. Did he throw control there? He awarded the 3 at that point. So I don't know if he had enough time to really establish control.
Matthew Botello gets his arm raised. He is your winner from North Carolina. He is into the semifinals at 133 for the Tar Heels. Of course, in the corner with Riccardi is the head coach of the Naval Academy, Kerry Colat.
Yeah, I would be surprised if this is overturned, but great effort by both these guys. I'm really enjoying this match.
Yeah, both these guys wrestling hard. Willishell and Walker. 90 seconds remaining, third period. Walker got out to the early lead. Isaiah Poe and Zeke Seltzer, bottom right. Isaiah Poe unattached, Seltzer from Missouri.
Wrestling at number 5, 141-pound quarterfinals. The senior beta of Iowa.
Gage Walker in on the single leg.
North Carolina.
Yeah, they waved off the points.
They take the takedown off the board, so it goes back to 1-0. And that will...
That really puts the onus on now on Riccardi to be able to go ahead and stay in the top position at least for 12 seconds.
Yes, this is big.
Don't give up a reversal because it took you a while to get out. So it's a you know, 1 not 2 mentality that you have to have right now. But you know, try to stay below the hips. Work on this stuff all season.
All these are quarterfinal matches, as Jim said. You got Peterson going on bottom.
And the way that both guys have been able to scramble, I think we're going to see something special here in the next 12 seconds. Roll through. There it is.
Oh, great work.
Yeah, there we go.
Took him 4 seconds. Peterson keeps that riding time at 1:08, ties the score 1-1. Each guy with an escape, but at the moment, that riding time, critical numbers on the scoreboard for the Hawkeye.
Take a look at that, just able to clear his ankles out. That's a left-handed. The guy's on the right-hand side, Granby roll. Now you've got Riccardi back in on a shot, and he's able to score. So that's an answering shot right there. Now he's going to keep Peterson down. Oh, Peterson gets out one more time with the escape quickly.
I know what I want to see, Jim. Let's get Riccardi and Peterson, when they're done, let's give them 10 minutes and bring them back out. This has been a lot of fun to watch. This has been good, hard wrestling.
And he preserved his 1 minute riding time.
Oh, look at that.
4-3 score.
So now, right now, and if you are Peterson, I don't believe anybody's been hit with stalling, but maybe you obviously pick up that pace, perhaps get a couple stall calls, but I mean, Riccardi's wrestling tough. There's only 1 minute left.
And as quick as Riccardi was able to get that score, all right, maybe have to go right back to it. It's too early to shut down. We saw where Peterson was able to get on the leg before. You see he's done it again. Oh boy.
Peterson once again.
Riccardi
reaches across that ankle.
Oh, wow. And he let go of the ankle. He let go of the ankle. Be careful with that knee.
Yes, potentially dangerous whistle.
That hurt. That had to... Boy, the flexibility. But I thought if he kept the ankle in that situation, he would continue to go ahead and dump him on his rear end there. But these guys have no fear on their butts and backs.
Down to 25 seconds. This has been a good scrap.
Look for Peterson to go ahead again, tack that lead leg. And free himself up there, slide by attempt. Hard to work those slide bys when there's no pressure, no forward pressure from Riccardi.
Riccardi gets a stall call, but this is going to be a 4-3, make it 7-3. Maybe 7-2 because that takedown had to take a second of the riding time. So,
yeah, I'll tell you what a heck of a match.
That was fun to watch.
Not indicative of the score, how tight a match that was.
Good match.
That got me going.
Hayden Riccardi of the Naval Academy to the semis at 141. One of our favorite matches so far. at the Soldier Salute.
On mat number 3,
Max Brady, Luke Simcox, no score, they're up top. Got Nasir Bailey, the Hawkeye, leading at 3-1. He'll go underneath in this second period. Isaiah Poe and Zeke Seltzer, 1-point match. Early third. Simcox going to work on top with that figure 4 right side. Tar Heel with the takedown here in the first. Good work there by Isaiah Poe. Right back in on a single leg. Good scramble here, Seltzer. On the bottom left.
Seltzer in good position. Now he's kind of lost that position. That doesn't have much of an angle here to score, but stalemate. I think this is the situation here. If you're Bailey, got that takedown, giving up an escape. Sometimes just a lot of effort in the beginning of a period with the lead. The guy will let you loose, right? Because he knows he can't probably turn you, right? But, you know, if you sit there and relax and you don't get going in those first 20, 30 seconds, okay, now the guy gets a little bit more confidence. Hey, if I ride you out, that's better than giving you an escape, all right? And I wear you down physically. If you give him the feeling that that's working, okay, you know, Bailey's got to be thinking right now, I got to get out now. I got to explode, right? This guy's shown to me that he's pretty tough in the top position.
.40 seconds remaining with Powell and Seltzer. Seltzer clings to that single leg on his belly. Now we'll come back to our feet. 33 seconds.
Both guys breathing hard.
Riding time and on factor, 2-point match for a berth in the semifinals.
I always felt that just, you know, staying out square in a guy like that wasn't a good move to do on an explosive guy.
Look at this!
Yeah.
Poe
kept his feet on
the mat.
Kept his feet on the tracks, right? Just straight ahead on him, and you're really easy to catch because the guy knows I'm just going to dive into a shot. My setup is going to be a shot, right?
Poe. That takedown with authority, that is the difference. 5-4, he got him up in the air. Here's another look.
Seltzer straight up on him. He goes one direction, just drives back in. Tremendous effort there. You knew he was tired. That's good effort there when you're breathing hard.
Isaiah Poe into the semis with that late takedown.
Easton, Brocksterman, Army Prep, Patrick Jordan, BMI.
I asked Jordan Burroughs once if he remembers the best double leg he ever hit. And he had an answer for me. It was against Colton Sponsler of Ohio State, who was a stud in his own right. You got a takedown, Jim, in your career that really stands out? One that you just remember, you hit it perfect. Maybe it was the situation in the match. Anything stand out?
I hit a good foot sweep one time. Well, I hit one in the national finals that sealed it. I think that would be because it was just like, it was just effortlessly, you know, doing it. I mean, against a great wrestler, okay? And Earl Burley, I hit him with a foot sweep right at the end and ended up scoring like 12 points in the last minute, 20 seconds. But that was the finale, and I got back points with it. Back then you could get back points with a one swipe.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got, I wish they would go back to that. Right, that would be.
I like that. Yeah,
it really was.
Really, I did not know that.
Yeah.
There was a time where it was one near fall. When did that end? You remember?
The next year.
Okay.
Right. Well, actually, it ended. I think it ended up sometime shortly after that. But like the one swipe, if you had a guy at 45-degree angle just for one swipe, and I think it'd be really great to bring back on the feet to back stuff. You know, you'd have more of a. You know,
just mentality.
Well, just mentality, trying to take a guy to his back from the
That'd
feet.
be the strategy.
Yeah, and I think that that'd be kind of fun to bet. But I hit a foot sweep in the national finals against the national champion. It was kind of cool.
I remember back in 1983, third place match against Dan Wetzel in the Final Like Youth Classic. I was 7. I hit a really nice single leg. to win it and take home that third place ribbon.
We covered all the age groups here. We went to junior high to
Nasir Bailey, 3-1 lead.
It's such a cool move to hit, though, with a foot sweep.
You've always liked that.
I like it. I think there's a time to bring it back here because you've got a lot of guys that will lean in with the top of their heads, and if you're jacking a guy up and the guy throws his butt back there, it's a great opportunity to go ahead and hit it. Because the lateral drop or throw's not there because he's got his butt too far back, but you can hit foot sweep there.
Bailey was stalling, but he's up by a pair.
Carl Adams taught me that.
Okay.
Carl Adams is a great
longtime coach at Boston.
Yeah, and inventor of the Atom, the takedown machine that you see on every high school wrestling wall, college wrestling wall. Two-time national champion at Iowa State. He was an assistant coach my first year there, and he taught us all the foot sweep.
Hawkeye Nasir Bailey into the semifinals at 141. One of a couple starters for the Hawkeyes competing this weekend. Josh Edmond, 4-1 on James Latona, make it 7-1. Josh Edmond, super explosive. Easton Brocksterman, 3-0 lead from Army Prep. We saw him against Nikkei Zinkin, really solid in the top position. Looking at him on display right now with riding time coming up on 60 seconds. He's tough.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that you just, John Smith had a term for those guys. They grippy. You know, they grab something that they don't let go of it. You know, it's just hard to get out of. When you have a guy that has a good, strong grip and really knows how to use it, you just feel like, gosh, I got to get this guy's making me so. I got to get him off me. I got to get his grip off me, you know. And then you lose track of everything else that you're trying to do out there.
Latona down by 6.
I think that's one thing too that Shane can be a little bit overlooked in the weight room a little bit. Is they probably did, you know, the top 20 guys as far as grip strength in the NCAA tournament every year, right? 7 of those guys would be national champions. You know, so my uncle had a saying that he said, well, when everything else is equal, I'll take the strong guy.
Sure, yeah. Good point. A fall on your left. Here's a look at that. It's a cradle.
Bottom leg cradle.
Bottom leg cradle.
Yep. What he does here is he basically cinches it back, right? Changes it to a quarter Nelson right there. But he turned the hips. Gets the head and arm right there, and that's tight. That's the second time we've seen that young man look pretty strong out there from BMI.
So Patrick Jordan gets a fall in the quarters, and he gives the cadets a semifinalist.
That guy looks naturally, he's got the natural strength, upper body, and nice win in the first round as well.
Mentioned that grip strength. The guy that comes to mind most recently for me, Jim, Zane Rutherford.
Yes.
I mean, you weren't getting away.
Well, he grew up in a little, they had a family, you know, farm. Like he's doing a lot of things with his hands, like, you know, people that grew up in the Midwest and the farm kids and all that were baling hay all the time. They're basically doing 1,000 cleans a day, basically lifting bales and all that stuff, and then grip strength that happened through everything you did.
Ranavardi and Jordan Williams. And the Panthers strikes first with a takedown 40 seconds in. Were you the guy, Jim, that once told me about come here strength? Like I put my hands on you, come here?
You come here, yeah, okay. It's just like, because you can't get away. And then, like I said, if you're focusing so much on somebody's strength, and you see guys that'll go out there that you just know. I had a guy like that Larry Jackson, he just had incredible grip strength. He'd grab onto your wrist and couldn't get out.
Williams was thinking whip over right there. There's a roll. Williams stays behind the hips and gets the takedown. So an escape and a takedown gives the Hawkeye the 4-3 lead. And Josh Edmond, well, he fires away.
That's pretty good.
Very good.
Now he's in the third period. This is the biggest spread I think he's had in his 3 matches so far.
7-2, Edmond over Latone to the Tigers. Semi-finalist here at 149. He's fun to watch.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun weight class to watch tomorrow.
Willishell and Paradise, no score. 2 minutes into the first period there on your left. Panther with an escape. This match is tied 4-4, and we're inside of the minute first period. Williams is looking to make a turn.
Tied up there now. Vardy ended up coming out through and grabbing that ankle. You want to keep that as tight as you can, but he's going to get the stalemate out of it. Only 2 seconds left in the first period. Good score, 4-4. Is that they're actually going to go?
Actually got 45. That happened to me before too.
Yeah.
The riding time, Williams with the 2 seconds. 40 to go in the first period. They wrestle neutral. There on your right again. Individual mat feeds as well. And Willishell with a takedown in short time inside of 20 seconds of the first period. 3-0 lead.
Ooh, dresser dump action right there by Vardy.
Williams goes 2-on-1.
He's going for his attempt, but he switches off to a double.
15 seconds, gets the ankles. He should score here. Pop his head.
Tell you what, he's done a nice job of creating a scramble. It looked like Jordan Williams had the takedown there.
How did he not score there, Jim?
I don't know. I just didn't frame it up, and Vardy basically 2-on-1 to the ankle pick, dumps him down on the left hip, hooks the leg, right? He hasn't got his head out yet. In this action right here, he just bumps him over to his hip. If he doesn't get him over to his hip, Jordan Williams scores. Now all of a sudden it's a bad frame.
I mean, you gotta score there, right?
Yeah, but
I mean, easy for me to say.
I know it's so much of this, Shane, is just anticipating what the guy's next move is. And you just anticipate, well, what can he do here? He's going to go ahead. If I bump him over and I feel any pressure back, you know he's either trying to come back through and with ankles or in that case, come over the top with an overlock over your thigh right there and lock you up.
Seth Mendoza, a couple of takedowns already, and this is a guy, Jim, that you and I love to watch, Seth Mendoza.
Yeah, he is really fun. 6-1 already in his score.
True freshman, 4-time Illinois state champ. So Williams has that riding time at 45 and climbing. A lot of action in the first period. Good return there. Popping back up quickly, Vardy. Another bad return from Williams. Good work on top by the Hawkeye there, bottom left.
Now the scramble effort there by Vardy. He's dangerous. He's got him up over the top. Right.
Williams getting a little bit high.
He's got to be thinking about, hey, just give up the escape, and instead he gives up 2.
Right on the edge. So Vardy.
The riding time starts heading the other direction.
Yeah, he keeps that left foot, both feet at the moment inside the cylinder. Mendoza, I believe that is 3 takedowns for the young Tiger. And he's going to take a 9-2 score to the second period. Big first period for Seth Mendoza.
He's a guy to keep your eye on. Yeah, you can see Jordan Williams just way high right here in this point. And I thought at this point, if he just bailed out and just ran out of the position, but he just kind of flopped over the edge, and you know, you've got to know where you are right now, because now you've given up the riding time that you had down to 105 or 104. Actually, yeah, 23 seconds left, and that's that reversal with unanswered points is huge.
This is big for the Panther to finish this period on top. hangs onto that leg. It's the drop down count, but he'll take that. He'll take that stall call and finish the period on top. Good tactics and execution there from Ranavardi, 6'4". That was a huge
sequence
reversal.
there. Yeah, you'll take that stall warning
Sure.
for the not giving the escape. So one guy did a lot of good thinking there. The other thing too he did is that Williams tried to roll through on him. If he knows how to kick his feet back there really quickly, that was well done.
Seth Mendoza, Jim, exhausting the scoreboard. I mean, this guy is non-stop. A takedown would give him the tech, and there it is. 19-4 for Seth Mendoza.
Look how quickly he's getting these techs.
I remember calling his match in this building, the Donnybrook, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. Just first time I had seen him and just fell in love with him. Just brings pace, energy, high attack rate. So they are wrestling neutral there on the right, down to 117. Williams down by 2. Both these matches 6-4, about the same amount of time remaining in regulation. Third period action in both. Willishell and Paradise, Ranavardi and Williams. Quarterfinals here at the Soldier Salute.
Ranavardi's got to make a decision of how am I going to hold this lead, okay? If I actually go after my opponent right now, I've really got an opportunity to be able to score. Now we're a little bit easier to get in on shots where guys are trying to march into you to get their own shot off. So the offense should be able to open up. You got to take the points that are there. Now they're in a scramble situation here. Back in that potential shin whizzer situation. He's moving to a splits right away, but Williamson has some reach here in his favor. He tried to stuff the head to the outside. That's not there. Williams be able to go ahead and score the points.
He's got the lead 7-6. 25 remaining in the match.
And riding time moving in his favor now at 47 seconds. And here's what you got to do if you're Ranavardi. You got to go forward. You got to get out. There he does. Good job right there.
Riding time at 58 seconds.
Good mat return.
Yes, takes it to 60 seconds.
And roll through.
And Jordan Williams is going to win this one 8-6. Came from behind. Gets a takedown and a ride out to win it.
Yeah. Nice job of knocking to his hips. Tried to roll through. And a good job of doing what he had to do to bring that back up. Didn't get caught for stalling down there. Nice win.
In his first season in Iowa City, Jordan Williams coming from Little Rock with his teammate Nasir Bailey. And Gabe Willishell gets the win 6-4.
7-pound quarterfinal on mat 2, David Gleason of Missouri and T. Travis of Missouri.
Victor Voinovich and Laird Roots. Just over a minute remaining, first period, 0-0.
And in the 157-pound quarterfinal on mat 1,
going off of memory here, Jim, I believe the Voinoviches are from Brecksville, Ohio.
of Missouri.
Via Stillwater. He spent a year at Stillwater, Pioneer.
Maybe Kale. Maybe, I'd have to look. Or actually, no, I think Victor did. I think Victor did, yeah, because he began at Oklahoma State. Victor Voinovich III is from Brecksville, Ohio.
Nice job on the leg right there. Voinovich shelving it, moving up. What you want to try to do is kind of stay out of that whizzer as much as you can. The flexibility of these guys, Shane, is just so much more than what you used to see. Maybe that's why it's just so tough to take down. That flexibility is huge and keeps that match a 0-0 score as opposed to Voinovich getting the takedown.
Zeke Travis and David Gleason, bottom left. That is an All-Missouri quarterfinal. You got Conaway and Showalter. That is up top, Joey Showalter. Trailing Jay Conaway 3-0, now 3-1.
Travis with a quick takedown there.
Zeke Travis, former Oklahoma State Cowboy. Yeah, Voinovich, Jim, I know he won 2 Ohio State titles. Not sure if he ever wrestled in Stillwater or not. I don't believe he did, but I could be wrong.
We're wrestling at match number 157-pound consolation. Stephen Villalobos of Bellarmine. Zach Valente, South Dakota State, mat number 4, 157 pounds.
Okay. Kale Voinovich
Wrestled at Stillwater.
He wrestled in Ohio. He was 3rd as a freshman in Ohio, an Oklahoma State champ as a sophomore, 2nd as a junior, and Iowa State champ as a senior. That's interesting.
They followed
Sure.
Victor in his travels.
Yep. I will say this. If I was Shane Sparks III, I'd go by Shane Sparks III.
SS3.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to
DV3.
I'll have to talk to Victor and say, hey, you got to go with Victor Voinovich III.
You're gonna name one of your sons, Shane.
Yeah. Victor Voinovich III, bottom right. Looking to ride route this entire 2nd period. Conway and Showalter 4-4 after 3 minutes. Zeke Travis in control, 6-1 on Gleason, bottom left. Shane Sparks, Jim Gibbons here inside Extreme Arena. Coralville, 2026 Soldier Salute. Next Saturday night, join us on Big Ten Network, Penn State and Rutgers. And the following weekend, it is Friday Night Wrestling. 3 favorite words. There you see the Big Ten Network schedule. Penn State at Iowa on January 16th, Nebraska and Minnesota. 4 teams all ranked in the top 7. All kinds of wrestling on the 30th.
A lot of blockbusters there. So Root got us an escape at the end of the 1st period, so Voinovich has the riding time and able to answer that with a quick escape of his own, and so he's in a great position. He has the lead, Voinovich does. Let's see if he tries to add to that. Takedown's been tough to come by in this match.
Conway up by 3. 2nd period, 30 seconds left. That's on top. Travis, 5-point lead, late 2nd period as the final seconds come off the clock, and that match heads to the 3rd. Voinovich has riding time now secured, so essentially up by 1 with 45 to go. Another takedown there for Conaway as he extends his lead, now doubling up the Tar Heel 12-6. That takedown came in the final 5 seconds of the 2nd. Oh, nice shot there from Root as he drops in and scores the 3.
Huge. Just really caught him flat-footed there. Looks like he stepped into that, didn't want to go off the mat. Boom, here. Kind of work right there, and then watch this at the end. Boom, just, posts and then switches off to, and he had Voinovich thinking he was going his head on the left side, and he comes back over to Voinovich's right side. Those are well done.
Those short time takedowns, short time scoring, so big. Voinovich underneath, third period.
Good lock right there. Good job on the lock. Now his fingers, see what he's doing with his footwork right now? He doesn't have his hands locked right there, but he's in a good position to be able to lift. Good finish to this match here for Root. Wow.
Big win for Laird Roots.
Really was. It down. Actually, that escape at the end of the second period really helped him a lot. Kept him in the match mentally. Didn't get ridden out. Gave up the quick escape and got after him on the feet.
Laird Root of North Carolina into the semifinals.
Nice counter shot right there by, looks like is it Travis again?
Yeah, both guys are from Missouri on that one. Believe that is Travis, blonde hair.
Yeah.
He's in the red ankle bands. Yep, he's going to finish. 11-2.
That's what you see a heck of a lot more than what you even saw 5-6 years ago. That basically stop that shot and then come right back at him. You know, get down on all fours and drop and then explode back into your opponent as he's trying to go ahead and get back into his stance.
Wrestling on mat number 3, 165-pound quarterfinal, Manny Rojas.
11-2 major decision for Team Travis. Defeats his teammates and secures a spot in tomorrow's semifinals at 157. And Jay Conway cements his spots in the semis. So Jay Conway from Missouri as well. Manny Rojas and Jacob Herm. 165-pound quarterfinal.
Right now, you got to be thinking if you're Rojas, dump him back with that leg shelf, but you got to watch your ankles right now. You can't put too much weight on your heels. You get picked. He's trying to give himself some room, but he really, if he can back him up, he ought to take him all the way back to the center. He doesn't have a really good lock on that ankle.
Bryce Hepner has brought a ton of offense today, wrestling Ryan Vigil of VMI. Whizzer there from Herm, fighting that single leg.
And on mat number 5, 165-pound consolation, Dominic Vanderelli of Missouri.
Sloan Swan and Jack Thompson underway.
That is a 165-pound consolation mat number 5.
And Jacob Herm,
He was totally
ends on top.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. We got cut away on that position, you know, so it's like Herm, he was totally comfortable in that position, and you could tell that basically Rojas was just out of, he was in on the leg, but you just never felt comfortable that he was kind of advancing towards getting a takedown.
Jacob Herm, two-time Wisconsin State champion from Neenah High School, just outside of Appleton, about 40 miles south of Green Bay. And here's a look at Jacob Herm and how he was able to score.
Yeah, it feels like he could have got that left leg out at any time, right? Then he gets it out and just drives back in.
And of course, being a Wisconsin guy, Jim, if you noticed, he went right to the coffee grinder.
Oh, so that's what that is. Yeah.
regardless of what you call it, it's a great move. Would you agree with that?
Well, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, if you got a hammer, all you're looking for is a nail, right? So we already know it's your favorite move, okay? It's all you had in high school, right?
It is. It's limited. Yeah. Limited skill set, but you got a lot of
enthusiasm and effort, though. And you're coachable. There's no question about it, right?
Yeah.
In my next life, I'm going to Iowa State. I'm going to walk out with the Cyclones. And I'm going to be calling you up all the time going, can I get some extra work? Can I get some extra work? Can I get some extra work? You're going to be thinking, I'm working a ton. I'm working a ton with this guy who's winning 30% of the time.
Yeah. You're exhausting this coaching staff, right? Asking a lot of questions. That's good, though. We had a few guys that were just like, you'd have to be the shell answer man with all the questions that they'd ask. We had one guy that we nicknamed Columbo, right? You know, back in the old detective series where
sure.
you walk away and walk back in the room and ask another question. I'm not going to say who he is, but I love him to death.
It's like those 2 or 3-year-olds that everything is why,
right,
why,
But
why.
He basically has a great understanding of the sport. And it's because he took the time to go ahead and, you know, put his trench coat on and walk back into the scene and say, hey, I was thinking about, you know, just give you another question.
Bryce Hepner, 10-0.
One time, he was talking to one of my coaches. My coach blew up at him, all right? And he was just, I walk over, what's going on here? And then he goes, he's asking all these questions. He got it, and it just like went off. He wore my guy out. That's true. That's a true story. No names are being given out here, but I'm probably
initials JH. Look at this. Bryce Hepner gets the fall. He's looked great. He's having a really good start to the season. Former Ohio State Buckeye, now at North Carolina. Talked to his mom and dad earlier. Wrestled at St. Edward in Ohio. Bryce Hepner into the semis. Some of the best hair, I would say, Jim, in
way up
college
there.
wrestling. Yeah. That is some good-looking hair on Bryce.
Al Palacio-esque. You know Al Palacio?
I don't.
Yeah, he was related to I don't even know, it was Dylan.
Okay.
Right? Okay. I think Al's his uncle. Al had great hair, right? Sported that North Carolina singlet.
Of course, earlier today, talking about Bart Shelsvig, that was, what was it, business up front, party in the back. I mean, that was one of the great mullets. I mean, you think of some of the great mullets, Lincoln McElravy, Bart Shelsvig, the great late Mark Ryan, Sammy Brooks, probably the best one. I mean, that rivals anybody. Sammy Brooks, Big Ten champ in 2016, I believe that was, when he had that great interview about the mullet, fluffed and feathered. One of the great lines ever, you can't grow a mullet in a day and you can't win a Big Ten title in a day. Maybe my all-time favorite quote ever. Doing an interview. Sammy Brooks.
This match with Rojas and Herms has got interesting. 4-2, 30 seconds left, third period.
No, 1 minute.
Well, 1 minute, excuse me. I get caught up on that. Too. Yeah, sorry. Nice job by Herm getting the answering shot right there. The activity kind of came to him. He took the points.
7-2. Herm gets his second takedown. The big takedown was that first one. Rojas appeared to have him dead to rights, but Herm ultimately scored. That was a big swing. That's been the difference. Jacob Herm, he's tough. Swan, the lone tally on the board as the second period comes to an end. Now Thompson will have choice. He'll go on bottom. Jacob Herm, the Jackrabbit, 7-3 final. I think he's going to have a really good career with the Jackrabbits. Keep an eye on this guy.
Looks like he's still kind of growing into it, the length that he has in his body. So interesting situation here with that knee bent out right there. Thompson likes the position he's in. Looking for the reversal, but I think if you want to get the escape right now, you just go kick out. Right? You just have to go back in the down position. Is that correct? Yeah, you have to go back in the down position. So in that situation, if you just go mule kick,
Get your one.
get your one and get away.
Next up on that one, Milton Poe of Iowa State and Ethan DeLeon of Nebraska.
Nebraska and UNI starts at 6 o'clock. About a half an hour from Lincoln, right here on Big Ten Plus. There's the escape from Thompson, and it's 1-1.
165-pound consolation on mat number 5, Joel Island of Missouri. Bryce Burkett of Oklahoma. Mat number 5, 165-pound consolation.
60 seconds to go. Riding time a non-factor. Each guy with an escape. Good shot from Thompson.
He anticipates. Did he get his arm across there? Yes, he did.
Gets the 3, 4-1 for the Panther.
A nice job of anticipating Swan's effort to cut the corner right there. And his left hand across the lower legs and end up scoring the points. So good situation for Thompson here. Just ends up past 15 seconds of the match.
Late takedown will give Jack Thompson the 4-1 victory. Into the semis at 165.
Cut across, see that left arm coming across the top, that thigh right there. He's able to go ahead and get it. Looked like for a second that he was going to be able to, the opponent's able to tie up his wrist right there to keep him from it, but Thompson's able to score.
Wrestling on mat number 2, 165-pound consolation. Tyler Kadak, Northern Iowa. Nick Piatkowski of Bellarmine. Consolation, 165 pounds on mat number 2. Mat number 4, 174-pound quarterfinal. Tyler Eyes of Nebraska. Nicholas Bay of North Carolina. 174.
Wrestling quarterfinals this round tomorrow. 11 o'clock Central Time here on Big Ten Plus. That session includes the semifinals. And then tomorrow, 5 Central Time, the championship and placement matches. There you get a look at the team standings here at the Soldiers Salute. Missouri and North Carolina leading the way ahead of Iowa. Nebraska and North Carolina. 174-pound quarterfinal. North Carolina, Jim, their last national champ, Austin O'Connor, right?
Yeah.
Won a couple. He was from St. Rita High School in Illinois. Now he's coaching at the University of Illinois. When I see that North Carolina singlet, my mind, Jim, goes to T.J. Jaworski. He was a bad dude.
Yeah, 3-time national
He
champion.
was so tough. Hodge Trophy winner. Was he the first Hodge Trophy winner? Maybe.
No, I think maybe Mark Ironside may have been. I think it was.
I don't think so. I think somebody help me out. I think T.J. Jaworski was the first guy to ever win the Hodge, because he's a little older. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Let's look this up. Would have been early 90s. I'm going to say T.J. Jaworski. I'm guessing. I'm going to say 1993.
You're correct.
Am I right?
Yeah, the guys are telling us
Nice.
you're correct.
1995. Okay, it's close. Yeah, he was tough.
Be interesting to see if they went back before that time period, what the vote would be on.
Ironside 98.
Okay, so if they went back and went all the way back to even Dan Hodge.
Sure.
Would Hodge have won the Hodge? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. You know, there were some hammers back there. Bill Nelson and some other guys that.
Yeah, you look at this list, Jim. T.J. Jaworski, 95. Second guy to win it, Les Gutchess from Oregon State. And Kerry McCoy, Mark Ironside, Stephen Neal. Cale won it 3 times. Shared the honor in 2001 with Nick Ackerman from Simpson College. Eric Larkin, now 2 kids wrestling at ASU. Emmett Wilson, 2004 from Montana State Northern. Steve Mocco, Ben Askren won a couple, Brent Metcalf. I did not realize Jake Herbert. I was texting with Jake this week. Jake Herbert won the Hodge in 2009. And Jason Ness, Burrows, Taylor, Date, Taylor again. Stieber, Dieringer, Rutherford a couple of times. Bo Nickel, Spencer Lee in 2020 and 2021. It was Spencer Lee and Gable in 2021, Gable in 2022. Mason Paris, Aaron Brooks, and Wyatt Hendrickson last season. What a list.
Yeah. It's just the one that stands out to me and just in memory was was Jason Ness with the takedown that he had with 14 seconds left. Feet to back, and it was a legitimate. It was one of the best executed, short time techniques ever.
Hard to believe that was over a decade and a half ago. The first ever Junior Hodge Trophy awarded back in 1998 to Shane Roller from Bixby, Oklahoma, or Bixby High School rather. Not sure if it's high school or name of the town, but
yeah,
Shane
Bixby's
Roller.
the name of the town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just one escape here in the second period.
Roller family really active in the kids wrestling and tournaments and all that, so it's
I was on a call once. I just hit me. I was on a call once, Jim. There's a scramble, 30-second second period. I was on a call once, only time in my life I was on a call with 3 Shanes. Shane Roller, myself, and Shane Bennett, who's with Flow Wrestling. And there's a takedown, 4-0 score.
Off the neutral danger call, past 90 for 3 seconds. And it's usually more than 3 seconds because you got to identify the guy that's in danger so he can react to it.
It's about 4 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds when it's all said and done.
It's a straight single leg shot, doing a nice job of elevating that ankle. You see a lot of guys going to that right now. Shoulders are past 90 at that point, and he wasn't identified, but he'd been in that position for, looked like 20 seconds or so.
Max Mayfield and Finn Shepard. Max Mayfield, former Northwestern Wildcat. Big first period leading at 7-0. Not even 60 seconds in. That's one guy, Jim, that had a heck of a career that I think sometime might be underappreciated, perhaps, was Jake Herbert.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jake Herbert, I think in his career lost 4 times, maybe.
And then he was a world silver medalist on top of that, so he was able to, strike.
He was a
for a medal at the world level too, and incredibly strong.
Yeah, he looked like he was chiseled out of stone.
Yeah, and he went the match. I mean, it just tells you how good Ben Askren was. Is that match that he wrestled Askren in the finals? I mean, it wasn't like he.
They were both undefeated.
Yeah, both undefeated going in, and that just was a surprising score. I mean, Askren won every. scrambles, but then you take a look at the wrestling that he was doing back then. I mean, he's influenced a whole generation of guys in scrambling. You got to spend serious practice time going over these things. You know, you're probably better off spending a half hour working over scramble situations than you are training for conditioning when you take a look at the work and the benefit. And that's all probably due in large part to the influence that Ben Askren's had on this sport right here, this collegiate wrestling.
Clayton Whiting, Izzy Moreno from Northern Iowa. Clayton Whiting began his career at Missouri. Max with 2 X's up 10-1, bottom right. Now 10-2 with that escape. Clayton Whiting's got a sister that's a really good wrestler.
Stalling call against Whiting on that just drive out.
Another finish there from Mayfield as he scoops the ankle.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job of elevating that bottom leg. I even prefer to see how he's just draped over the top and he's looking for something in the upper body. But in the meantime, you allow that leg to slip out, you know, as you had hooked in the Turk situation. Almost sometimes for favor. I wonder why we don't see it more, where guys will just drop down and put their arm or their elbow deep around that knee, right? Just so they can continue to be in that situation where they haven't cracked down like that and looking for a half or a bottom leg cradle or whatever. When you have that bottom leg hooked like that, you really have the advantage. And it's really important that you keep the guy on his hip like that. It's even more important, I think, than going up to the upper body, because a lot of times you dive over the top like that, you lose your leverage down below and the guy escapes. But maybe we'll see that in the next 5 years.
Here's Gabe Arnold. Hawkeye, 3-1 lead. Midway through the first period.
He's got off to fast starts in his matches. Got the opening takedown.
Gabe Arnold up on top. Looking to join teammates Nasir Bailey and Jordan Williams in the semis.
Calling the mat is uphill. Takedown.
Short time, second period, Mayfield. Big lead, bottom right. And Nebraska with a semifinalist. Major decision.
Wrestling on mat number 4, 174-pound consolation, Peyton Westfall, Missouri. Gabe Tindall of North Carolina. Wrestling on mat number 4.
Takedown here this first period for Gabe Arnold. Hawkeye 3-1 lead to the second. Max Mayfield gets the tech fall. Aiden Sinclair, the #1 seed at 184, impressive redshirt freshman. State champion for Milton, Wisconsin, wrestling for head coach Pat Young. Milton, their girls team last year, Wisconsin state champs. In Sinclair, in his first match, a fall on minute 1.
On mat number 6,
Sinclair quickly, 20 seconds in, Jim. He's got 6 on the board. Talk about Ben Askren. He trained with Ben.
Yeah, he was impressive at the national duels. His career started.
Beat Max McAnally. Lost to Angelo Ferrari, but beat Max McAnally. He's 14-1 on the season. The only loss was to Ferrari at the national duels 3-2 in the first tiebreak.
Watch this.
He's really creative.
Yeah, it's funny because, well, this guy's been here before in every position.
60 seconds in, he's up 11-1. Scores a lot of points, a lot of pins, a lot of tacks.
And does it in, from feet to back type positions. Likes to hit this arm drag there. Right there, he's going to circle that direction, drops back into the leg, shelves real easily. Those are easy finishes because he does the little things right. We saw before where guys were, shelving and just having a difficult time keeping the balance. His shelves are top shelf. He's going ahead and putting it up an extra foot higher. It makes a difference.
Gonna have a tech fall right here. Aiden Sinclair. Didn't take long. 17-2, 184. What a weight class. These guys are young. Ferrari ranked number 1. Redshirt freshman. Sinclair ranked number 2. He's a redshirt freshman. Mentioned Max McAnally, redshirt sophomore. Rocco Welsh, national finalist a couple of seasons ago. He's a redshirt sophomore. Jackson Smith of Maryland. He's a senior. He's the veteran in the top 5. He was the first All-American for Maryland since Yusuf Hamidi in 2019. The first for Alex Clemson last March in Philly. Aiden Sinclair of Missouri, number 2 in the country. And into the semis tomorrow here at the Soldier Salutes.
And he's yet to break a sweat.
It's just not that easy, Jim. It's not that easy.
You keep telling me that, and I start watching these guys, right? So.
Short time, second period, Whiting the 3-1 advantage. Gabe Arnold. Third period action there on your left.
Burke Palacios, South Dakota State. Anders Thompson, Oklahoma.
I remember, Jim, I've always said this. When you are a D1 college wrestler, correct me if I'm wrong on this, you pop. Like, you pop. It's easy to see because you're so much better than anybody else in the high school ranks. So I do the Wisconsin State tournaments, and there was a time when I ran this website called Badger State Wrestling. I knew more about Wisconsin wrestling than anybody because I edited all these matches. I was really dialed in. Well, I'm not dialed in anymore. So I show up to do the Wisconsin State tournament several years back. Thursday night, 2 rounds of Division I, the big schools. And I get done, and somebody's like, who stood out? I said, there was this kid from Milton at 152. He was a freshman. Don't know who it was, but he stuck out to me. Never saw him in my life. It was Aiden Sinclair. I mean, it's not always the case, but typically speaking, if you're a D1 guy, when you put a D1 kid at the state tournament, he pops.
Yeah, that's what's funny about what happens in to attract these type of kids to your program. And the best 5 or 6 kids in the country or whatever weight class they're in, everybody knows who they are, right? They know who they are at Oklahoma State, they know it at Penn State, they know it at Iowa and all that. But then it becomes the next layer of, how can you stand out versus the best programs, And so it makes those visits and the things that you do, and they're in the process of evaluating you too. I mean, it can really, you're going after those top layer guys that can be impactful right away. You look like the people that Penn State's added world team members. Right? They already made the world team onto their you know, their program. So it's and when you get in that situation, you're selecting and you're not recruiting. There's a difference. If Coach Gable got into that same mode where he was able to select, and
when Dad comes home, you jump into the arms of Dad.
I used to say that the recruiting. Take a look at this White in here. It's on a replay. Come back to story time later.
Saw Gabe Arnold victorious for the Hawkeyes.
Can't believe he really is out of position to be able to.
Wrestling on mat number 2, 184-pound consolation.
You ask yourself.
Sanchez of Navy.
There it is. There's the points.
VMI. Consolations on mat number 2.
And especially, as I mentioned, with Sinclair being the example, when the freshmen look really good at 152 and up, that's when it really catches your attention.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of competition for guys that are bigger like that. Look at this, Marino getting around the backside there. He gets 3.
Some crafty work from the Panther.
Did he give it to him? He did.
As a whizzer.
Right there, and watch him just limp leg out of this thing.
Turn,
and cut the corner on him. Right on the edge.
That's a highlight move in this tournament so far.
Yeah. Short time with 10 seconds left. It's a nice win. Marino, if he can stay in the top position and not give up a reversal.
He is going to get the win, 7-5. A couple of takedowns in the third period, right?
Yeah. Get that double leg earlier, and then that last little scramble at the end, cut in the corner.
Mat 3, 184-pound quarterfinal. Shane Conville, South Dakota State. Waylon Kressel, wrestling unattached. Mat number 3, 184-pound quarterfinal. On mat 5, 197.
Quarterfinals and wrestlebacks yet this evening. And then tomorrow we'll pick things back up. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Session 3 highlighted by the semifinals. And then back at it for our championship matches. 3rd and 5th as well, 5 o'clock Central Time. Tomorrow it's all on Big Ten Plus. About 5-6 minutes away from Nebraska and Northern Iowa in Lincoln. Here on Big Ten Plus. Hall and Platt, they're on your right. Kressel scores first. 3-0 lead.
Nice to see Nebraska get the big crowds there. The 7,100 that showed up for the Oklahoma State.
New record.
New record.
I'd like to know, Jim, in the last 3 years, the number of schools that have set dual meet attendance records.
Well, it's I'm not so sure they did a great job of counting them, you know, decades ago. But yeah, I think you're right. You see some pictures of some places, you know, they're packed and people are, you know, crawling out onto the floor and all that, which should be. But the venues have been bigger, and you know, we are doing a much better job of filling these gyms. It's been tough for the attendance today here with this thing, but there's been some fun wrestling. I mean, if you're just hooked on the sport, you live within 30 miles here, this is a good, cheap ticket to be able to watch some good wrestling.
Yeah, what was that in Nebraska? You say 7,000? Was it
7,100?
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, when Penn State and Iowa get together, those are always big crowds. I think Utah Valley had a big crowd.
Well, they're limited in when reporting the attendance to what the official, what the fire marshal should say, that you can't have an attendance bigger than what the capacity is.
Yeah. I thought Utah Valley, maybe last year, this year, Adam Hall's done a great job at Utah Valley.
Sure, yeah. And it's really important that guys like that continue to go ahead and do a great job and have success.
Oregon State, I think.
Wrestling is so important, and there's just fewer and fewer programs out in that part of the world. I think a lot lot of great high school wrestlers.
Did Penn State wrestle? I know what I'm thinking of. Maybe Oregon State as well, but Penn State went to Wyoming a couple weeks back. I think they might have a record.
Didn't they go to Oregon State as well?
That's what I thought. Yeah, maybe. I just feel like pretty frequently you'll see a new attendance record at a dual meet.
You know, there's a few years back that I was counted up, and this was the year that they wrestled at Kinnick Stadium. Iowa wrestled in front of 200,000 people. When you counted up their home attendance.
Okay.
Going
and that was 2015 already. That was 10 years ago, Jim.
I think it was 200,000 people they wrestled in front of that year. Think about that. And the television audience and all. So it's. And I remember being popular because of Iowa Public Television.
Sure.
Didn't really have the exposure that these guys get if they become proficient in the sport and competitive for national titles and all that other stuff. It's just exponential.
And then you throw social media.
Yeah, exactly.
Way to wildfire.
There's a good portion of these guys that just never get on it. It's just not their thing.
Back in 1981, Jim, you winning a national title, I can imagine you being on Twitter lighting it up like a Christmas tree. There's the takedown, 3-0 lead. Really good job, finishes the period on top as well, I believe.
Well, I'm so glad we didn't have cell phones and camera phones and all that back then. Everybody,
I'm with you.
10 years below, I think it's the same thing.
Hall gets the first period takedown and the ride out, 3-0 lead.
And I think coaching in the social media era is very, some guys can handle it. And others have a hard time with it because you hear all the studies and things about the dopamine hits and the things, the way that you can kind of just do doom scrolling and all that. It's just another thing that you have to inform your athletes on what is happening out there and make good decisions.
Waylon Kressel gets the stick. I picked up a social media coach about 5 years ago. His name is Jim Gibbons. He's taught me a lot. Every now and then I get the text, take it down.
I care about you, Shane.
I appreciate it. There have been a couple of times I appreciate it. You got my back. You got my back. And I will say this, again, I'm a little bit older and wiser, but when I get that text from you, I don't hesitate. I take it down, whatever it might be.
Yeah, the whole world doesn't need to know that, right? So,
got to have good people around you, Jim. You got to have good people in your corner that watch out for you.
I know, and I think that's another element. Not the way the sport has changed here exponentially with using that word again, but to be a coach today, you've got to be on top of so many things. You've got so much information coming at you. You're also trying to attract young, talented guys to the program. You're in the process of
trying to keep your good guys with the program.
The retention is a huge deal right now. It was never an issue. If a guy came into your program and you were successful and became an All-American his sophomore year, you're not worried about that guy. You're worried more about him becoming a national champion and having him develop what he got to do to go ahead and help him make him be a little bit better and a little more confident. All those things were much simpler, and now you've got the social media with the athletes. You've got to go ahead and you have your relationship with your donors is critical and huge, and how you're going to go about that. People that don't have a lot of financial awareness about how little money they may be making a change for, right, is in play. And financial literacy becomes an issue too, because some of these dudes are making some pretty good money, and you don't want to see them waste that as well. So you've got a lot of things that just crept up on your screen that weren't there 8 years ago. It's just not about teaching guys how to finish singles.
Sure. Probably the easy part.
That's the fun part. And
All-American Joey Novak of Wyoming.
When you leave the sport, that's what you miss the most. You miss the wrestling.
Cowboy with a takedown, 3-0 bottom left. Daly of North Carolina. First period takedown. He's up top. He leads. All three of these matches on your screen, 3-0 scores. Novak with an arm bar, riding time at 45 seconds.
He's nice and high on that. Knows what he's doing from that position. Got the attack in the far arm.
197-pound quarterfinal, Harvey Ludington of Iowa, Anthony Harris, Oklahoma. 197-pound quarterfinal, net number 2.
Harris and Ludington. Quarterfinal action on your screen. Again, you can go to individual mat feeds as well. Hall adds to his lead, now 4-0. Riding time over 2 minutes, bottom right. Nice sweep single leg attack there from the Hawkeye, upper right. Harris skips away to keep it 0-0.
Zion Hall down here in the lower right. Nice, two really nice takedowns. Moves kind of effortlessly out there.
Navy's got just some tough guys, no surprise.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, these gentlemen are going to be midshipmen, will be naval officers here. Some of them heading into the Marine Corps, some will be in the Navy SEALs. Some of the toughest training they'll go through, they'll do pretty well because of the exposure they've had to this sport and being at the Service Academy. What a beautiful part of the country. How about, you mentioned Annapolis, Maryland. You've got to talk about one thing.
Luna's Steakhouse.
That's it.
Absolutely. You get to Annapolis, Maryland. That is our favorite restaurant in the country. Of course, Mac Lunas. There's a hammer at Cornell, but Big Tens were there a couple of years ago, and that was a night we'll never forget. Luna's Steakhouse. If there's anything you take away from this broadcast, take that.
Tell them we sent you.
Absolutely. Great place. Man, that was good. We always love the week of the Big Ten tournament. This year at Penn State, I don't want to get there just quite yet. Going to be a great season.
A lot of good wrestling ahead. A lot of great duels. Big Ten season coming up. You know, and with the national duels that you and I were both a part of here, that was, it was fun to be involved with that. I thought that was a great event. They're going to move that back a little bit this year to like the December 13th coming up in the.
About a month later.
Yeah, a month later. I like where it was. I don't really mind it where it's going, but the thing I liked about it was that there's no, everybody that was healthy that could get out there got out there, and
saw some great matches.
Start of your season. A lot of surprises.
Money talks. Chad Richardson and Paycom. That was a great event in Tulsa inside the BOK Center. Awesome event.
For $200,000, your athletic department gets some attention.
And look at the Big Ten teams you had. It was an all Big Ten final with Ohio State beating Iowa. Minnesota placed. Illinois placed. Nebraska placed, right?
Fourth.
That was a great event. So much fun. Novak a 5-2 lead. Over 3.5 minutes of riding time after the second period. Am I seeing that right? Had that LASIK surgery about 20 years ago, so it's still okay, but.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, and he's on top here in the third.
Did he choose top position?
I'm not sure. I didn't see.
I can't believe
I would think he did, because if a guy's riding you for 3.5 minutes, I'm not picking bottom. Although maybe a situation, the stage of the season, you pick on bottom to get the work. I'm not sure.
I don't think you'd do that if you could get in this situation, get a takedown to tie the match up. So
you think Novak picked top? You had to guess?
if I had to guess, yeah.
Gunnar Henry and Evan Bates.
I think he picked top, and then probably picked bottom to create all that landing time.
3.5 minutes after the second period. Bates' second takedown. Comes midway through the first period. Jake Daly of North Carolina, the 7-0 lead. He's got 2.5 minutes of riding time, upper left. The escape from Harris, the lone tally on the board as they wrestle with 40 seconds, second period, upper right. Riding time approaching 4.5 minutes for Joey Novak.
Christian Carroll.
Kobe Merrill.
Yes, this will be a big match here. This Kobe Merrill's got a Kobe Merrill unattached here. He ends up.
His brother Cody wrestles at Oklahoma State. Christian Carroll coming from Iowa State.
Wow, good reactions there by Merrill to jump in on a single leg shot. Let's see if he can go ahead and pull it back in. Good job of moving his feet when Carroll dodged for his ankles right there. Looks like he's got the leverage to keep going. Back to the center. Now Merrill understands he's got to take him a little further back. Rebites on that. Anticipates the roll through. Carroll trying to come through.
Wow, a good scramble there on the edge. Jake Daly from North Carolina, 11-1, made her decision with the riding time point. Ziola from Nebraska and Bennett Tabor get match upper right.
And Roman Patel of Iowa State.
All Evan Bates, bottom left. He's up 10-1. Maryland Carroll still no score after 3 minutes. And the Hawkeye, Ludington gets the reversal to take the lead 2-1. 40 seconds in the third period. That's upper left. Some good quarterfinal action taking place here on the floor of Extreme Arena.
Harris having a hard time getting his motor going again. Now he comes back in. Ludington and backs him down. Got to create some space, get a reversal back for himself. Looking more and more like a stalemate.
Carroll gets an escape, take a 1-0 lead. Here's that reversal from the Hawkeye to take the lead. Just peels hands.
Christian Carroll with a quick escape to start the second period against Merrill.
2-1 final, upper left. Hawkeyes with another semifinalist.
Your results at 184-pound quarterfinal winners: Aiden Sinclair of Missouri, winner by 10-fall over Ash Banko of Army Prep, 17-2. Waylon Kessel, West County Tech, winner by fall over Shane McConville of South Dakota State, 3 minutes 30
There's
seconds.
Alex Marinelli, four-time Big Ten champ, the Bull. Ziola single leg. Cornhusker looking at treetops that single, looking to create some space and cannot finish.
Wrestling in that 285 in the Daniel Herrera, Iowa State, and Cole Hockey, Minnesota.
It'd be a good match with Herrera and Hupke.
Herrera and Hopke. Top left, couple of Gophers across the top with Hopke and Tabor. Schaufstall and Daly, 6'1", bottom left. Christian Carroll with the escape in the second period. Merrill will have choice in the third. Boy, Hopke trying to chase down that opposite leg.
Carroll
escape,
yeah.
1-0.
Yeah, look at Hopke there coming over the top, or coming out the back door. He's got Herrera face planted in the mat right there. He can go ahead and make a big turn.
But Herrera's got his
right, got an ankle, elbow deep. These are the, yeah, great call right there. Called up potentially dangerous. That's just a situation where nobody needs to get hurt.
Merrill and Carroll, bottom right, 1-1. We saw Kate Ziola in that dual meet in Lincoln against Oklahoma State, wrestled through 7.
Walked out there with a lot of confidence, you know, sporting maybe 220 pounds at the heavyweight.
Oh, nice ankle pick from Ziola. Was that pretty? Don't see that at heavyweight too often.
Decide not to waste too much energy, and he gives him the intentional release, basically.
This match down here, bottom left, with Levy and Benazga.
And Levy's got some skills to be able to get to a leg, doesn't drop down to a knee very much. If he goes after those legs, he's pretty good at finishing. Saw that earlier in the tournament.
Good quarterfinals here at heavyweight. Merrill and Carroll. Ladder wrestling on their feet. About 6 minutes and 55 seconds of it. Sudden victory. Bottom right.
And bottom left, you can see the size difference. That's a full-size heavyweight here for the midshipman. He's doing the best thing he can do is basically take territory. He's already got a stall warning, I think, on Levy at the edge. And taking him out right there.
Benazga, 16th in the country.
North Carolina, 7-2. Harvey Wellington, winner by decision, Anthony Harris of Oklahoma, has scored 2-1.
Ziola with the ankle pick in the second period, a 1 point leading to the third. Herrera starting second period on bottom. And he's pretty tough on top. There's a roll by the Cyclone and out of bounds. Benazga, the midshipman with a takedown, 3-0. Back at it with Carroll and Merrill. Sudden victory, 1-1, bottom right.
Good forward pressure there by Merrill. They've kind of been doing that the whole match. Understanding that the ankle pick attempt right there, that's good. Now there's that high crotch attempt there by Carroll, and he gets that on most guys. Nice job of dropping the level and good forward pressure again. He's working him off to the edge with the underhook and likely to get it here. Oh, good job by Carroll just to pop up over the top of him here. No score, but you can see where you get the feeling that Christian Carroll's fading pretty quickly in this match. Took a little injury time between the overtime and the regulation.
Herrera gets an escape, 1-0. Hockey takes riding time, though, over a minute.
Good call right there, taking him to the edge.
Iowa State's done a good job with the heavyweights, Jim. Stida, you got Herrera. Stida's ranked #1. Merrill on his way.
Poise of this young man right here in this situation. You're going talking about a guy that's #1 recruit in the country a few years back. And he's just hanging in there with him. He's got the body style. He's going to march forward. But what I like about what he does is that he can feel the guy's shot coming, and he ends up just reacting to it right away. He's done it a couple times at the edge of the mat.
Wrestling on mat #1, 285-pound consolation.
Sonic victory down to 15 seconds, bottom right.
A little less push.
That's the next on mat #1.
And we are going to the tiebreakers with Merrill and Carroll. So Herrera able to take Hopke's riding time under a minute, and then we'll give the escape, so it's 1-1 upper left. As Merrill will go on bottom in the first of the 30-second tiebreakers. Kate Cioli, your winner, upper right. Nebraska Cornhusker into the semifinals. Good trip there from Carroll.
Good job on the forward trip right there. That's exactly what you got to do. Now you got to fight the lock right there.
Big return from Christian Carroll. Really good wrestling here by the Cowboy. Another nice front trip. I know you like that technique.
I do. Nose over the toes. You got to take him forward, and that's just the experience that Carroll has been in this position before.
So Carroll rides Merrill for the 30 seconds, and now we'll see what choice Merrill makes. Sometimes you'll see a guy choose neutral in this situation.
Yep, that's exactly what happened right there. He's going to go ahead. I like that call. Yep. Well, they're going to go referee. Are they going to go referee's position? Yeah, they are. The referee signaled neutral position, it looked like, but scrambling. Okay, that's probably a good situation for Merrill to be in there holding on to one leg.
He'll take it because that's his first stall call, so he's okay there. If it happens again, it won't be good. Then it'll be a point for Carroll.
This is where you stay light on your knees, Shane. All right, pop up and get one arm all the way across. Drops in on the leg. There's your 1-point escape.
Carroll's got the escape. And it will be a 2-1 final for Christian Carroll. Hard-fought victory for the Cowboy. And he is into the semifinals. Coy Hopke victorious for Minnesota. Hopke defeating Herrera of Iowa State. Minnesota assistant coach Luke Becker along with assistant Zach Sanders. Hopke, your winner. He's into the semis at heavyweight. Our final quarterfinal. Nebraska leading at 11-3. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock Central Time, session 3. Highlighted by the semifinals. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock, the championship matches. And replacement matches here inside Extreme Arena.
This Lanaska is a handful. He's just good size and reacts pretty well. We're interested in watching Russell some of the other guys. What did you say? He's ranked 15th or something like that right now?
He's wearing 16. Just saw Coy Hockey victorious. He's ranked the 11th. Christian Carroll ranked 10th. You know, heavyweight really cleared out, but it is still pretty stacked. I mean, Gable Steveson obviously gone, Greg Kirkleeds, Wyatt Hendrickson. I mean, this is a tough weight class. Looking at the top 5, Younger Bastida, Isaac Trumbull, Nick Feldman, AJ Ferrari, and Ben Keeter. Another guy I'm looking forward to watching is Braxton Amos of Wisconsin, off to a really good start. It'll be him and Ben Keeter next Friday in Iowa City in Carver Hawkeye, the Badgers and Hawkeyes.
Yeah, Amos, the guy that struggled, had the excellent, was a Greco career.
Yes.
End up making a world.
I want to say he went to the World Championships and medaled in freestyle and Greco.
Yeah, in his,
in juniors.
But just had a difficult time making the transition back, and boy, he looks like a different guy right now. What a difference a redshirt year makes as far as his confidence goes.
West Virginia.
Of course, he's wrestling all those hammers. That's in the Big Ten Conference. I mean, that's...
Things get real when the Big Ten Conference schedule starts. Definitely jumping levels. Lanaska's got his riding time locked up. We'll continue our coverage here in Coralville, here on Big Ten Plus with consolation matches. Jim and I will talk to you tomorrow. Semifinals. Appreciate you joining us today here on Big Ten Plus. Stall call on the Tar Heel. There's another point for the midshipmen. Looking for that major decision. With the riding time point, 13-4 for Spencer Lanaska of the Naval Academy. He is into the semifinals. As I mentioned, coverage will continue here on Big Ten Plus with the remaining consolation matches this evening. And Jim and I will rejoin you tomorrow, session 3 for the semifinals. Big thanks to our production crew. Alongside Jim Gibbons, I'm Shane Sparks saying good night from Coralville.
Good night, everybody.